we recording?
Because it's a tribal council.
We're on
Written
TV.
consent. I'm suing. I'm
ITV.
getting my what did they call it?
Fox News.
Okay,
Ceremony.
welcome to your first tribal council club tribe. Let's just jump right into it. Pete, do you mind explaining the challenge?
Ooh, I would love to not. So,
Let us know what went wrong.
day one music video challenge. Love those. You have to pick a song and make a little music video for it. It's pretty much it. I think, record yourself horizontally and lip sync and perform and be cute for judges and beat the other tribe. I think that's everything. And we lost that, so rip. It sucks.
So the margin was pretty large in terms of the two tribes.
Call it a large.
We're aware.
Sorry.
Kennedy, you stepped up to edit.
Nick, what are you laughing at?
Do you believe that you editing the video puts like a higher weight of responsibility on you? Or
Why did I know you were gonna ask this?
Because he's a basic bitch.
I guess what I can say about that is if I did a shit job editing and it was like really, really bad and all of the comments were, this editing is shit, nothing's lined up, then I feel like I would deserve you guys being mad at me, but somebody said the editing was good, so I'd appreciate you not getting mad at me. No, I think it's very similar to, like, say in Survivor, I think it's similar to the person who does the puzzle at the end, because that's gonna be like the part that it comes down to, the bigger part. And I think anyone in any comp can have that role, that position where they but where they seem to be doing something different than the other people. So like, I didn't send in footage, I didn't do that. I just recorded myself little bits here and there of where I needed to fill it. And I think any comp is going to have something like that, where it's just a matter of roles. It's not a matter of, it's not a power ranking. It's everyone has their job. And as long as it stays, everyone has their job, then I don't think there's really weight on anyone. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I answered that really stupidly.
okay. So you guys got a penalty for two people not being in the video. Tim, as one of those people, does that make you nervous that you helped cost your tribe a loss there?
The way I looked at it is me not participating, or me participating, I think would have made it worse. I would have had like no emotion. I was just not in the mood to be a very happy. And this challenge is just not me. I hated it. I hate it every time anyone hosts it. I wish it would crash and burn. I wish it would be out of the cycle of org comps that everyone hosts, but people keep hosting it. So, but I just thought it was the best decision for me that I was not going to appear in it. I don't think it would have mattered if I appeared in it, or, in my opinion, but we'll never know.
Okay, so let's shift away from the challenge. Nathan, how has the first few days gone in terms of interactions, the tribe as a whole, and your thought process on that?
I mean, I think most of us vibe pretty well. I don't think that there's, too much chaos going on within the tribe. So, I think we all kind of know what's going on tonight, and if not, then I guess I'm a fool, but I think we're all kind of under the same impression as to like what's happening with tonight's vote. So hopefully I'm not being blindsided, because that would be kind of upsetting to go home first, especially when I feel like I did try really hard in the challenge, considering where I'm at. So I'm just gonna sip out of my hospital cup and stop.
Okay,
That's all.
Sam, how has the twist of collecting cards in the idol search impacted the game to this point, and or what is your thought process on how that might affect the game later on?
Oh, that's kind of a loaded question. I think like right now, honestly, like it kind of like brought us together because we like made like a chart thing to sort of all help each other. But I definitely think later down the road, I don't know. It it's hard to say because I guess it kind of comes down to like trust and like trading. Because it says there's like an opportunity to like trade with people. Um, I don't know if that's like a one-time thing. I didn't really ask, but I guess we'll see later down the road. I don't think anyone has enough to like do anything right now, but who knows?
Considering there hasn't been 5 days, and
That's
I
true.
think you need at least 5 cards to get a hand.
It's
You
true.
could get 4 of a kind.
You could get
That's
4 of a
also
kind,
true.
but there's like, I think I calculated it and it's like 0.2%, 0.2% of a chance of that happening.
Okay, Math King, we see you.
Michael, how difficult is it to vote out someone that you met just a few days ago and just been able to play just a few days with?
Well, these games are always about relationships and, talking to people and getting to know them. And that's the first vote. A lot of us use that as our guidepost for who goes home first. Who have we connected the least with? Who have we talked to the least with? I don't think there's anybody here that we have a problem with, in terms of like personality conflicts or anything like that. So I think that in the end, it just comes down to like, who have I chatted the least with? Who have I made the least connection with in terms of it? And like for everybody that's on the tribe, I've tried to have a conversation with everybody for it. So the first vote, it's either really hard or really easy. And I think unfortunately tonight it's a little bit easier for most of us.
Brandon, since he just hopped on, would you agree that tonight might be an easy vote, or are you thinking more in terms of that?
I mean, you never know what to expect in Survivor, so I guess we'll see when the votes are read, honestly.
Very fair. Kevin, I'm gonna ask, what's the word of the day? Just the word.
Tylenol.
What did you say?
Did you say Tylenol?
Tylenol.
Tylenol.
I-
Is this gonna be a painful tribal council?
Hey.
Uh,
Oh, don't do that. You're on.
I
camera.
yeah. Well, at least I'm just trying to. I think the vaccine's starting to kick my ass a little bit, so just trying to stay here.
Okay. That's all the questions I have. If Nick or Madison or Keaton left.
Madison, do you have any? Is Keaton here?
No. What a loser.
Miss Timray, do you have any questions?
I have a question. So are these so after every tribal, are these gonna be posted like at the end of the season or just like the next day?
I hope it's at the
Um,
end of the season.
Like tonight?
Because
I
otherwise
would
the other tribe's gonna be able to see our tribal.
say. In your point?
Well, because
Okay,
we
hi
said
other
that we had
tribe.
we said we had an idol board that the other tribe will now know about.
Well, that's unfortunate for us then, isn't it?
What's an idol board?
Oh, I like kind of.
What's that?
I did not
Look,
think of.
Well, that's
It's-
unfortunate, isn't it?
it's not uncommon for other tribes to see the tribals. So
Fuck. Okay.
Well,
Well,
So
that's
basically-
unfortunate.
Basically,
we
our
have
idol board
it doesn't
is
mean I get to see
Prod
it.
gave us all of the spots that the idols were in because we have the women. And so Prod told us where everything is. So in my Prod chat, Josh drew me a picture and it said idol here. That's
Yeah,
That's
when
the
Jesus
board.
becomes a sadist.
Not that! Not that! Listen, anything's possible.
But Miss Kimry, do you have a question?
I think she said no.
Oh, I didn't
She's-
hear her.
I know
Okay.
Nick does, and I
She's-
know what it
she's
is.
muted and driving.
I have multiple questions.
Ooh.
So I want you guys to keep your eyes open, and by a show of hands, raise your hand if you feel confident that the person you are voting out is going home tonight.
Oh no, I don't like
Not
that.
Pete, not
Okay.
Pete saying.
Oh, I thought you just said I peed. And I was like,
So,
I peed.
Tim!
so that's the majority here. And to play devil's advocate, everyone here seems pretty confident in what's going to happen tonight. Does anyone think that there's even a chance that something crazy could happen?
There's always a chance.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
always a
it's-
chance.
it's
Like I said a
Survivor.
couple seconds ago, anything can happen.
That's why I didn't raise my hand, because I just don't have good luck in these things. So I never want to be too confident. That's the only reason I didn't raise my hand. I think that what I heard is happening. I would like for it to be, but there's no real way to know until, in a few minutes.
Okay, and to be a little messy, you're going to keep your eyes open for this one as well. Raise your hand if you feel you are going home tonight.
I'll raise my hand just.
Kennedy. Kennedy.
I really don't want to go. Please don't do this. Thank you.
Alrighty. That's all the questions I have, Joshua.
All right, with that, please submit your votes if you haven't, or bump your project and confirm your votes. I'll go tally them. Feel free to do shout outs or whatnot in the meantime.
Shout out to Alex Jackson for being a real one.
Do a shout out. Shout out to Nikepik, the queen of orcs. I think that you are a special human being, and I hope all is well.
Aw.
Shout out to JJ,
JJ
Hey.
who?
the best JJ.
There's like 4. No, I think there's 2.
Okay, well, I think there's clearly a better JJ and a worse JJ, in my opinion, but maybe that's just me.
I don't think that, but I'm also, yeah.
Maybe you don't know the JJ I'm thinking of. That's
Oh.
okay.
Shout out to my Burger King. Isaiah, what's our driver's name? Shout out to Jennifer. My
Queen.
DoorDash
I hope
driver.
she watches.
Shout out to Jessie Flynn. Hope she wins fire making challenge in Isle of Spirits tonight.
Shout out
Still
to
waiting
Zach
for
the
one of you to
child.
confirm your vote.
Is it me? Do I have to confirm it?
Still waiting for one of you to confirm your vote.
Shout out to Joey. Brandon knows, don't worry about it.
Wait,
Sorry guys, it was me.
Not that. Shout out to Kennedy not confirming her vote.
Fuck.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh. Okay. No,
Shout-
my
shout
Skype
out.
decided to not want to send things.
Shout out to Kennedy's Skype.
Okay. For being a bitch.
I love how you immediately looked at your cat when you said that.
I have this. Look at my duck. It's like Crash
Shout-
Bandicoot, but it's a duck.
Shout out to Nobu.
No.
King Nobu.
Pete,
I love that.
Our
Shout
cats
out
look
to
similar.
Padme and Fiona.
Yeah, she's just little.
I was gonna say she's very cute little, and Nobu's a little bit of
Did
chunk.
y'all get
Josh.
that?
Josh, I have something to tell you.
He's got a bit of chunk.
One of Kennedy's cats was in the other's bed earlier.
Don't. One of my Nick, I don't have 2 cats.
Or one of your dog was in your cat's bed.
Don't tell Josh that. Now he's gonna get mad. Josh gets so mad if Coda's in Nobu's bed.
Why?
I don't know. Josh really said, "We're not casting you unless Nobu's in your action shot." And I said, "Okay."
My
Okay, I
action
guess
shot was
I'm not
short,
getting
and
cast
I don't
then.
know why.
Nobu is very sweet. No, Coda jumps up on my chair, like on my lap, and then he jumps from my lap to the second part of my desk, into the bed.
Nathan, is vaping in a hospital allowed? I didn't know that.
Shut up.
Is it not?
No.
Sir.
Luckily, this isn't being recorded, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
It is
thank
being
God.
recorded. Also, I just burped and hiccuped. I'm so gross. I'm sorry.
Nice.
I got the joke, Tim. I got the joke.
Thank you. Thank you. I know it passed over everyone else's head, but you
Oh,
know.
I did not get the joke.
I didn't even
Clearly.
hear it.
Kennedy are really short.
Huh? I'm short.
It's
I mean,
it's
compared to
fine.
me at least.
How tall
Cause
are
it got
you?
cause it got over your head.
6'2".
Oh, like
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right.
Wait,
Um,
hold on,
Kennedy.
Josh. We gotta go change our votes. We gotta go change our votes.
no! The votes are confirmed.
She's like Drax. Like nothing can go over her head. Her reflexes are too
Don't
fast.
worry, I lost the votes.
Thank you.
Okay, I have the votes. If anyone has an advantage or anything like, or any sort of advantage they want to play, now would be the time to do so.
I have this mother card. Can I play it?
Smother?
No, Tim.
I have
Yeah,
a-
it
Were you
allows me.
smothering?
No, mother.
Oh,
It allows me.
Okay,
for me to cast
no
my
one
mom.
stands.
Cast your
I will read the votes. First vote, Tina. You see that? Second vote, Tina. Third vote, Tina. Fourth vote, Nathan. Fifth vote, Tina. That's 4 votes, Tina, 1 vote, Nathan. The 6th vote and the first person voted out of Systematic Survivor House of Cards, Tina. Tina is not here on the Zoom, but if she has any final words, we'll forward that to the main chat. Congratulations on all surviving your first tribal council. Hopefully you don't come back. So
we will eventually.
for a while.
Not until emerge. How's that sound?
What was the vote count? Like the total vote count?
Probably 7-1 or 8-1.
It's Tim not knowing the cast size. It's not
Um,
8-1.
As Jeff Probst
Listen.
used to say, the rest of the votes will remain a mystery.
Oh, thanks.
Emphasis on used to, bitch. What's the vote count?
The vote count was 8-1.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Nathan,
Tina.
how do you feel that Tina voted for you?
Nathan's like, there goes my perfect game.
I'm not gonna make a joke about her hating people in hospitals because I feel like that's not nice.
Nathan really said, I had the most votes ever cast against me in one series. I'm about to do it again.
Looks at my 52 valid votes from LKB.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It was over 3 seasons, but still. Josh,
Dear
Josh
other
gave me at least
tribe.
3 of them.
Pete.
She's being inappropriate.
Other tribe, listen, I think I speak on behalf of the whole tribe when we just say, why did you do poker face? I really would like to, like, just curious, like, we didn't do poker face because we thought it was an obvious choice. And I'm just like, not even a bad thing. I just, like, I'm just a little surprised.
No, it is a
That's
bad
all.
thing.
Oh.
And with that,
I
I'm
love
going
it.
to end recording.